Welcome to the ultimate selection show, where out of 200,000 candidates, only 20 are left. See, it's like a brutal reality show, but this is a golden chance to change your destiny. Mr. Gao Lai, after 5 failed attempts, finally broke through this year. He was so excited he bought his police uniform early, dreaming of coming home like a hero. He tells everyone that ordinary folks get 4 chances in life, but low-caste candidates get 2 extra shots. See, so this year is his final lifeline. Suddenly, Manoj stepped up, desperately pleading for a job since he was starving. He put on his best "please help me" face. With Gao Lai's recommendation, Manoj got the library job and awaited results. Gao Lai checked the list, but his name was missing. Gao Lai realized had failed again, but he didn't sulk. Instead, he placed all his hopes on Manoj and others, so he opened a free tutoring class. Everyone just had to pay a small fee to soak up Gao Lai's 6 years of exam wisdom. After a year of hard work, confident Manoj was shell-shocked on result day, but hey, failure is just part of life's roller coaster. The only way to get success is to keep moving forward. Gao Lai knew this well and shouted, "Let's start over." From that moment, Manoj dove into studying hard and hustling, grabbing every chance to deliver tea to Gao Lai. This hustle paid off, and he breezed through the prelims the next year. Though he was over the moon, he knew he still had a lot to improve. To level up, Manoj sought the best tutoring agency in town, but being broke, he could only pay half the fee. Manoj offered to handle all the housework in exchange, and he somehow sweet-talked the manager into agreeing. But while filling out the form, he stumbled upon Mohan's photo, leaving him totally confused. Remember, Mohan bragged about being self-taught, and Bay mistook Manoj for a tea boy, which left him in debt of favor. Manoj thought it was a mix-up, but the manager said they paid 150,000 rupees for the portrait rights to use in their marketing. From a business standpoint, it seemed normal, but to Manoj, it felt like an outright scam. He called out the fraud in front of everyone, and the manager panicked and refunded his deposit, which led him to bump into the rich girl, Dara. Dara followed fate to the library where Manoj worked and mistook him for an engineer at first glance. Manoj wanted to explain, but swallowed his words out of insecurity. So, these two who shared interests became friends, and Dara invited him to join her for public lectures. One day, the teacher praised Manoj's paper publicly and rewarded him with 2 chocolates, but he generously gave them all to Dara. Their relationship warmed fast, everything seemed wonderful. But trust on lies could collapse any time. On this day, the teacher asked about rocket launch. Dara, mistaking Manoj for an engineer, called him. She stood up confidently, declaring Manoj an expert in the field, but as Manoj's misunderstanding came to their relationship hit the rocks. Despite his explanations, he couldn't mend the hurt caused by the lie. Manoj felt low, but then grew more furious as the library boss accused him of pocketing scrap paper money. Manoj said he was willing to make accounts public, but the boss remained obstinate and even insulted Manoj's father. In that moment, he recalled his upright dad and hurled his shoe at the mayor and boss cheating farmers. After that, his father set off on a solo mission to protect farmers' rights, and eventually, Manoj had to put down the shoe. After quitting the library job, Manoj landed at a small workshop, and his friend Pandy came to check on him. Looking at the messy surroundings, Pandy questioned how Manoj could study here, but Manoj just walked away silently. Pandy wanted him to move in with him for a better studying environment, after all. But Manoj was stubborn, not wanting to burden his friend, so he stuck to his current way of living. When the second main exam arrived, Manoj was confident facing the English paper, as it was based on something praised by the teacher. He thought he just had to translate the paper into English, but his overconfidence led to failure when a fellow candidate suggested he read the question again. He sat down in despair, unable to bear the disappointment. Marking the moment he vanished from the scene. But instead of giving up, he sought out Dara, because he owed her an apology and a confession. Sadly, Dara wasn't home, so he phoned her to talk about his exam struggles. Ultimately, when he confessed his feelings, Dara's response was just frigid on the other end. Disheartened, he returned to his unchanged, poor hometown, but time had shifted everything else. When Manoj asked about Grandma, he noticed his sister's smile had vanished. A lurking feeling in his gut told him something was off. His gut feeling was confirmed as he opened the door to find Grandma had instructed his mother to keep her passing a secret. To prevent him from worrying while out, his mother told him not to stress about home affairs. Manoj saw through his mother's comforting lies and insisted she stop lying, see those lies would only cause more pain. All he wanted was to fulfill Grandma's wish and return home in a police uniform. So, Manoj returned to the workshop and began his frenzied exam preparations. That night, his father came to take him home, having realized the harsh reality after years of struggle. He knew he was just an insignificant hunt, no match for an elephant, and his stubbornness had harmed the family. So he had to bow down and return to his old job, greedy as ever. But Manoj encouraged his father not to give up. All darkness welcomes the dawn, see, don't worry about home, I'll handle everything. So, the two set off again on the journey against fate, and from then on, Manoj dove into even more intense work and study. He worked 15 hours a day, studying from 6 in the morning until 3 a.m. But this day, Dora showed up. She apologized for her rudeness, but all Manoj wanted was to focus on studying, see her presence was a distraction. Dora understood his feelings and was willing to wait, and after a year of hard work, Manoj finally passed the prelims and made it to the main exam. Want to see more of Manoj's journey? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.